Someone else left a really good comment actually recently. I do want to talk about this. Someone said, should I be hoarding or selling envelopes? There's no wrong answer. The two different answers are holding the envelopes for at least 2 years, and that number is actually increasing. We'll talk about that in a second. Holding the envelopes for at least 2 years, or for long-term like gains and investments, or selling now for instant profit. Neither is wrong. Literally, both of those situations are good for different players in different scenarios for different reasons. Neither of those are wrong. Now, keep in mind, someone recently actually commented, I think this is like really smart. Someone recently commented about how, hey, like, as more people become educated about investing in PokeMMO and more people become like smarten up to not gambling and not opening sealed product, that window of needing to wait 2 years is going to get longer and longer. And it's true. It's super true. The more people that invest, the more patient you have to actually be to hold on to your investments. And the more sealed product, because the more supply is going to exist, the less people are going to open. The more sealed product exists, the lower the prices. Which, just makes sense, right? It's a really, really, really good point. So we can look at something like red envelopes, and they're obviously 5,500 a piece. Now, they usually reach this price. Like, during the events, they usually reach 4 to 6K. This is, like, pretty normal. But if we look up, like, red envelope, let's do 2019 or something. Just normal red envelopes 2019 are 200K a piece. And that was before a lot of... Now, 2019 was before a lot of content and before a lot of videos. So that's something really important to keep in mind. If you bought these for 5K back then, like, they're crazy now. But what about 2021? Look at this. Like, these are 3 years old now, and they have tripled in value. That's really good. If you bought these for 4 to 6K a piece, they're now 15K a piece pretty easily. That's quite good. That's actually like a really insane, 3 years to triple your money. That's an insane return on, like, return on investments right now are actually probably still too high. They'll probably lower over time as people get educated on the topic. And as I've made videos of other PokeMMO content creators have made videos, it will kind of slow as more people make investments. It'll slow the return on investment. It'll start slowing down the percentage. But if you're making 100%, like, this is like really good. Like 50% returns in a year, where you bought them for 4K a piece and now they're 7K. That's legit still very good. What's I think the ROI people usually shoot for in normal investment, now it's different with games and stuff, but it's like 10%. So if you're making 10% of your total investments, like, in gains per year, that's good. That's very good. That's what we want to shoot for, but let's just keep all that in mind. As it's kind of good, in my opinion. I think it's going to become more important than ever to start jumping back a year or two. It's going to become so important to start gaining time, if that makes sense. So let's say I'm a new player, right? I'm a new player and I've saved up 10 mil heading into a Christmas event, let's say. Xmas presents, right? I'm a new player. I've saved up 10 mil heading into the 2023 Christmas event. These are 2022. These are not as interesting. Sure, right? Okay. But, and I have the option to, let's say 2022. Let's say I have the option to buy 2022 and buy this year's Xmas presents, or I could buy the 2021 ones and they're more expensive, right? They're more expensive, but there's less of them and less people are going to be invested into them. And you're skipping a year ahead in terms of time. Does that make sense? Like, the idea of buying... Sorry about that. Really shitty day to have mic problems. What I was essentially saying was that people are kind of catching on to the idea of skipping years and gaining time by picking up their investments at a previous date, as opposed to always just investing in the most current event. I think it's something really interesting worth talking about.
Thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video, and I hope it was a positive asset to your day. The same way everybody listed here is a positive asset to my day, going above and beyond and allowing me to make content every single day. Thanks so much for watching, and have a good one.